Wendy Johnson from Swindon has been a friend of Neil's for many years and has often been seen in cahoots together on stations at conference.
Some of you do know me simply as Neil's friend from Swindon. After Neil moved to Manchester and I met his friends from up here, usually at conference, they would invariably say, "Oh, hello, you're Neil's friend from Swindon," so I was nameless. But do you know that really didn't matter, because it was such an honour to be known as Neil's friend, and for him, obviously, to have described to other people that I was his friend. I have known Neil for an enormous number of years, and because of that, I wasn't sure which of so many episodes of our friendship to share with you. I wasn't sure if I should tell you the story of us trying to find dinner in Southport at conference on the night of Neil's 29th birthday. If any of you have been to Southport, there was not a dinner table to be found in the town, so we ended up at Neil's hotel, where they squeezed us onto one empty table in this dinner dance. And the average age of the rest of that dining room was probably well over 60, and my goodness, were they excellent waltzers. The MC was asking people if anybody had an anniversary or a birthday to celebrate. So someone on our table said that Neil was 30 that very day. I don't think it was me. Wasn't. And they made him go up to the top of the room and everyone sang happy 30th birthday to him. And he glared at our table throughout. I don't think he was glaring at me. But he was laughing as well because he was far too good-natured not to do that. I remember the time he turned up at home with a huge bunch of beautiful flowers and said, "I saw these and I thought you'd like them." And this was so typical of his impulsive generosity and kindness. I remember the time at Harrogate conference, he had that really, really nice white designer top, and somebody had accidentally covered it in red wine, so he had to take it off and go and soak it in the loo. And so he said, "I'll have to wear your jacket." And it looked absolutely great on him. Much better than on me, actually. But maybe I could tell you about all the hours that he spent at our home. Sometimes just me and him, sometimes with Mike and my children, Amber and Tom, and other friends. Being Neil, he'd often leap up and say, "I'm hungry, Wendy, what have we got to eat?" Straight in the fridge. And I was so pleased that he felt so comfortable in our home that he could just do that. Or he might say, "Let's listen to some music," and go up and get it. And then he'd look through the CDs, pick some out. I remember years ago he found The Verve in the CD rack. And he said, "This is a bit modern for you, Wendy. Is it Mike's?" Chic. It was all innocent chic. You know the way Neil could get away with it. Then there were more recent times when he brought Emily as well. And we would sit, talk, eat, drink, and invariably laugh for hours. But we had our times for tears as well, and Neil cared for me through unimaginable heartache and pain. And this is the compassionate Neil that so many of us knew. Someone who always tried to help others. He had a flair for recognising potential in a person, and he then nurtured that talent and took genuine pleasure in other people's success. But now I actually want to share a time that was very special to me with Neil. I was at bar school in 1997 and Neil announced that he was coming to stay with me in London for the weekend. Do you remember the way he did that? "I'm coming up." Right, okay then. He came, and on the Saturday it was a lovely sunny day, and we went into Waterloo Park and had a quick look through the railings at Karl Marx's tombstone, because he'd never seen that before. And then we walked across the heath to Hampstead, and we had coffee out on the pavement cafe. And he was star-spotting because he'd noticed one of the McGann brothers was sitting at the next table. And then we found the most gorgeous pair of shoes in Hobbs, and they were so outrageously expensive, and he was shameless. He encouraged me to buy them, and I'm glad I did. So I still got them. We had a perfect day. He was a perfect friend, and I am so glad that he knew that that was how I saw him. In the last few years, Mike and I had noticed that Neil had changed, and he was even more confident and relaxed within himself. And we were delighted to see his personal happiness in this last year with Peter Paul. Like everyone here, I will never forget the internal and external beauty of an extraordinary person with enormous intelligence and sensitivity who always cared for other people and sought ways to help them. And that I was so fortunate to know him and to call him my friend Neil.
Thank you, Wendy. Please stand and sing with us the conference favourite from the Liberator Songbook, Climb Every Staircase. The words are in your order of service. It's the unforgettable tune courtesy of the Von Trapp family singers, Climb Every Mountain. And we're going to sing it through twice.